Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Valvoline Pro Series at the Auto Club Speedway, the track that we are at right now. As you know, it's Auto Club Speedway. There we go. You get that out of there. So Richmond was not televised. It's on tape delay, and NBC lost the footage. So NBC lost the footage.
BTV.
Yeah, well, NBC was testing out their VPS production, so they filmed the Richmond race. They're going to release it on tape delay, and they lost the film. So
I lost the film.
there is no Richmond race recorded. John Arndt won.
Virginia.
In Virginia. Virginia's for lovers. John Arndt won.
He did.
Of course. But you'll never know.
In Virginia.
Yeah, and definitely in Virginia.
Richmond.
It was fun. You should have been there. It's like, and John Arndt wins at Bristol. Where are we, Adam? Richmond. We're at Richmond.
Virginia.
Virginia. Virginia's for lovers. So John Arndt gets the pole for Auto Club in California, and Jeff Cannon will start next to him, and then Aaron Douglas third, Nissa Johnson fourth, and Russ Blackwell fifth. It's all cool. Let's look at the nice scenic scenes of Auto Club Speedway, where the IndyCar racing should still be going to, but they don't. That's their fault.
At all.
Well, that's not true. You never know. They could go to a short track.
I don't know that. Banking's gonna be too high. Maybe if it was a 1 mile.
Take this time to remind you that Blue EMU will fix your pain and you won't stink.
That works fast and you won't stink.
Thanks, Johnny Benson. Johnny does not look good. It looks like Blue EMU is aging him in reverse.
It's dilapidating him.
Yeah, it's not looking good. I don't recommend Blue EMU if Johnny Benson looks like that. What happened to Rusty Wallace anyway? He's making that much money off Skechers that he doesn't need Blue EMU anymore? Alright, so here we go, the starting lineup. We have John Arndt, of course I mentioned that like 2 or 3 times already. It's just to shove it down your throat that he's the pole sitter. And starting to his outside is the point leader, Jeff Cannon. And then Aaron Douglas, who's 23rd in points. Starting third.
Alright.
And then to his outside is Nissa Johnson, and then Russ Blackwell and Tor Gunderson. And then the other Douglas kid, Adam Douglas, starting the inside of Chris Davis. I think Chris Davis has started every race that he's been in so far this season next to a Douglas. So, love that for him. Brad Smith is going to start to his inside of a teammate, Cody Erickson. Oh, that's misspelled. And then Nick Fountain will start to the inside of Miguel Reyes. Reyes, who was introduced to the VPS series in FARCA by Richie Mancha. Behind them, we're going to have the 26 car of Kyle Fowler. And Fowler's going to start the inside of Brendan Berg, the Iceberg. Verizon Wireless 38 car. Then behind them is Rick Johnson, Big Rick Johnson, to the inside of Mitchell DeYoung. Then behind them is Austin Yoakum and Scott Vickers. Then row number 10, we have Jack Wood. That's right, his name is Jack Wood. He seems to race the 24 number anywhere he goes. Starts the inside of a teammate, and now at Patwary. Entered the season with his current teammate Miguel Reyes. Behind them we have Carson Scott and Brent Cruz. Brent Cruz brought a new car today. Looks like it's not really going the way they thought it would so far. In row number 12, we have Dylan Touchton and James Davison. James Davison.
Davis and James.
Then J.J. Yaley and Justin Franklin. Justin Franklin has not finished a single race this season.
That's horrible.
And then we have Mike Wallace and Pietro Fittipaldi. Then rounding out the field, as always, Bailey Curry and Alfred Dunn. What the? Oh.
It's a dog. What a dog.
It's a canine. It's a big old fluffer. They're side by side.
Down to turn 1 and 2.
Do you have any idea how?
Yeah.
All right.
Do you?
No.
Figured.
Figures. Pick a car to win, any car.
That one. Chris Davis.
Chris Davis.
Chris Davis. The 53rd. What about you?
I'm going to pick Aaron Douglas.
All right.
Green flag.
Green flag is in the air. Oh, gosh.
4 wide almost immediately.
Oh, my God. Aaron got loose in the middle of the first corner. The field running pretty tightly right now. So Cody Erickson kind of falling a little bit back to start the race.
Oh, a car on the wall. Brent Cruz. Trackhouse number 99.
And the 56 car.
And both of those cars tangled coming out of the corner.
Scott Vickers just ran out of fuel like a half an hour ago, and he's already in the wall. It's been a rough morning for Scott Vickers. Led the entire truck race, but
Looks
never
like
pitted.
There's a tire down on Brent Cruz machine, and that's going to bring out caution for debris. That's he's going to luck out for that one.
See smoke coming out of the back of the 99 car.
Might have some engine troubles. John West Hart, your leader, so at the time of the caution. We had early troubles in the truck race. Looks like we're going to have the same thing happen with this one.
It's a footrest.
Yes, she is.
It is unlikely we're going to see anybody pit here. This is just lap 3, you know, using a set of tires. Oh my gosh.
Drove.
I have no idea.
What happened?
I have no idea.
Did it crash?
No.
Did
Stand by.
Did something break?
No.
So what happened?
A random car has a lot of damage. Oh my god.
What?
Nothing.
Who died?
We're good here. Oh, I left that open. Didn't see shit. So you see Brendan Berg coming off of turn number 2, just thinks he's clear, but he's not. He chops his teammate, Mitchell De Jong. This doesn't explain why De Jong has a ton of damage, though. Where did that come from? Seems like it's going well and nice up to this point. And then he comes down pit road. Oh. Something happened on pit road. Oh my gosh. What is this? Oh my god, the teammates retaliated. Brendan Berg shows his displeasure. The 88 car runs into him full speed on pit road.
Well, that's going to result in a disqualification.
Heavy damage to the 88 car, and these guys are teammates. Berg just comes into him full speed. I have never seen that before. Well, what a start. So FARCA is going to call the 88 and the 38 teams to the hauler. That'll end both of their races. There's no room for that in FARCA, and we're not going to tolerate that kind of clowning. Meanwhile, we are about to go back racing, and we got to get right back here. So, as we know, laps are not counted under caution in the Valvoline Pro Series, so you still only have one lap completed. We'll see that our ticker will go back to lap 2 once we cross the line. Jeff Cannon is your leader.
Green flag, green flag.
John Arndt to the outside. Just ignore it. Bless you. Alright, so now into turn number 1 and 2. It's found out pretty good. Scott Vickers. Oh no, that's just not right. Oh, it does say Scott Vickers. No, it's because he hasn't crossed the line, right? It's going to change when he crosses the line. Yep, it is. Alright, never mind. So John Arndt continues to lead the race after Jeff Cannon restarted with the lead. Looks like out of this race is going to be Mitchell De Jong, Brendan Berg, and Brent Cruz. Still so early in the race. You look at Rick Johnson. Aaron Douglas has moved up to second. And he's trying to use the draft to pull in on the 05 car of John Arndt. Aaron's had a string of good races with poor finishes, and they're really trying to change that today. There was an issue on the pit stop last week while they were running in the top 5. Where they only could change tires, they couldn't get any fuel in the car, so they came back around and got left sides and filled the car up, but they were in the back of the field for the rest of the race. So Richmond didn't go so well for the 12 car, and they're just hoping to rebound with a better day, and it's going well so far. Started 3rd, running 2nd behind John Arndt. Jeff Cannon has moved back to the 4th position, now behind Anissa Johnson. Rebel Racing Ford Mustang. Jeff Cannon's trying to use the outside and reclaim that spot. See, a lot of cars are using the outside right now. Rear of the field, Dylan Touchton and James Davidson. Dylan Touchton wasn't too confident with the car this week. They said that they really struggled in getting a baseline formed up. It looks like he might have a little bit of damage on the right front of the car. But yeah, they were not so confident coming into this race in particular. But once they get back to the smaller tracks, they think that they will have better momentum. Usual suspects are in the rear of the field, save for Alan Patwary and Miguel Reyes. This is a bit of a surprise for them both in the rear of the field. Meanwhile, Bailey Curry had a well-timed pit stop last week at Richmond that allowed him to gain some spots with fresher tires. Just didn't quite get up to the field the way he would have wanted. So I'm running 3 wide with Miguel Reyes and Mike Wallace. Meanwhile, Thor Gunderson's working on the outside of Jack Wood. This is for the 11th spot on track. Thor can't quite get the outside rolling right now. So he's just going to tuck back in behind the 24 car for some draft.
It's me. Oh. Oh.
So Jack Wood, he goes way low out of the corner. So I guess he's trying to break the side draft. Loses some time to the 1 car. Jack Wood's still fighting.
Bubbles.
Jack Wood's still fighting.
Scott Wood.
Austin Yoakum's up 10 spots from where he started in 17th to get to the 7th spot.
Been a good day for him so far. One of the most positions gained the driver, other than I think Bailey Curry.
Yeah, so Austin Yoakum, of course, is fighting for a top 5 spot in points, trying to chase down Jeff Cannon. Yeah, it does. Aaron Douglas hasn't quite been able to reel in the 05 car as John Arndt continues to try to get away from the 12 car. John Arndt's trying to go 2 in a row after a long dry spell for victory lane. Zaxby's Chevrolet. What do you think the punishment is going to be for the 2 Revolutions for Motorsport drivers?
Heavy.
We've been told that the team is not happy. The 38 car hit the 88 so hard on the pit entry that the 88 car left the ground. Comes after
Yeah, that might be disqualification.
they've both been sent to the hauler, so they're both done for the day.
Yeah, I imagine. Rye Soda walks into the booth, laughs, and walks out of the booth.
You both nodded at the same time. It's almost like your brothers.
He was reacting to me nodding.
Which is unwritten code.
Yeah, it is. It's the DNA. So continue to stare at one car and one car only.
Yes. Fantastic coverage.
So what do you think the perfect ratio is for a peanut butter and jelly sandwich?
Well, I'm a peanut butter lover, so I'm more of like about a 65-70 peanut butter and the rest jelly.
I see. You don't ever go 50-50?
No, always more peanut butter.
And do you put them on the same slice? Or is it...
No, 2 slices.
But no, I mean like one condiment at once.
One's peanut butter, one's jelly.
And you just smash it together?
Come together.
Um,
That's how you make a perfect peanut butter jelly sandwich.
you don't ever buy like a jar that's like both of them the same one?
No, that's terrible.
No.
It tastes horrible.
No, you...
Understandable. I've been tasted
Anyway, look at the 2 car.
in that car.
To the inside of the 54 car.
It's built and it's fast.
Yeah, it is. It's a Toyota.
Toyota.
Adam Douglas has moved up to the 5th position. Looks like the 3 car might be holding up the 29 a little bit as they run on the outside. Jack Wood and Thor Gunderson are still fighting. Look at Carson Scott, one of the RPM drivers, one of the 3 remaining RPM cars in this race.
Yeah.
This camera. I might have called him Connor Muir earlier. This is Nick Fountain in the 29 car. It's hard when all the 29s in FARCA are the exact same livery and sponsor. Looks like Adam Douglas is starting to reel in Anissa Johnson.
That will be for the force squad, and right above in front of them, that's Cannon.
Is he Cannon though?
Yes.
Confirmed Jeff Cannon is Cannon. No.
All the other cars are cannon fodder.
Oh yeah, they are. Considering Jeff Cannon is leading the points.
John Hart might be changing that here momentarily.
He might lose a couple teammates for the rest of this season.
In the car, crew chief and driver to the trailer after the race.
What do you think goes on in the trailer? You think there's just like
It's
an
like-
all-out brawl?
Yeah, it's like WWE SmackDown. It's
So-
Monday night. It's like Monday Night Nitro from WCW.
You think they just like put like a pile of money in the middle of the table and say, "All right, just fight it out"?
They just go, "Oh my, go Goldberg," and then they just start fighting.
By God, he's folded in half.
They're gonna do the what's his name? The Hulk Hogan chest touch, where he just does this and then he just.
Okay.
Have you seen that?
No.
Oh my god, it's hilarious. It's the worst move ever in wrestling history.
Every move is the worst move in wrestling history. It's really close from the 84 to the 17 car. Trying to do all they can to figure this shit out. '17 car has the spot for the moment.
Get ready for this. It's the finger poke of doom.
Is that Thor?
And that was an actual KO.
All right. 51 car's got some heavy damage in the front end. I don't know if that was there before or not.
What?
The damage on the front end of the 51 car.
Oh, that's just Rick Ware Racing. They probably brought the car to the track like that.
See if the
They could have been damaged from last week's race because they did get involved in a wreck last week. He could have also rear-ended his teammate on pit road.
I don't think so. See if there's possibly anyone with rear end damage back here. Oh, survey says it was the 9 car.
Oh, there it is. It's allergy season.
Did you say it was open season?
It's open season. It's Kyle Fowler. Watch out! Watch out! Where's Denny Hamlin when you need him?
What do you think? Did he get him?
Where do you think? Did he get him?
Looks like Jack Wood and Phil Gunderson finally sorted out their battle. Goes in favor of Jack Wood. Jack Wood tries to get to Austin Yoakum. Top 3 is really spread out. Meanwhile, the 17 to 84 continue to fight for the 4th position. And Nick Fountain's now gone around the 3 car of Russ Blackwell, so that's going well for the 29 car. They're still losing time to the rest of the top 5. So John Art puts another lap down.
He got pantsed by a Mustang.
Oh.
Yellow flag is out.
Oh, there's a caution.
There's a Calhoun.
Where is it? What's happening? I don't know. Oh,
Someone ran out of fuel or something.
looks like the 28 car. No.
92.
Let's see.
92. Why are you doing it in that camera?
Because it's.
I lost where it was at.
It's right here.
What are you?
I disqualified him. That might not be good. Okay, good. He's gone. So nobody pits. Very interesting. It's a bold strategy. Ever get disgusted by the smell of your engine oil? Well, Joseph Ernesto's Honest Oil comes with fruity scents, so that way when you put the oil in and take it out, you won't be so disgusted by the gross smells of that pesky petroleum. Remember, the best, choose Honest.
Have you ever changed your engine oil and it doesn't taste very good?
What?
Well, Honest Oil has you covered. With new Fruit Loops flavored Honest Oil, once you drain the oil out of your car, it's cooked to perfection and tastes delicious. You can enjoy it cold and warmed up based off how hot your engine is. Honest Oil. And remember, the best, choose Honest. Scented flavor.
One moment, please.
Samurai.
He's not going to get there in time.
Hang on, we're not going green.
I was around the 56 car and he's not going to get there in time.
Oh. Not going green. No green.
I don't know where he was in the first place. He should have made it there. So the Douglas brothers are going to be lined up nose to tail on the outside, with Jeff Cannon and John Arndt on the inside. This will be interesting. Let's see if anyone can put up a fight with John Arndt on this restart. I'm going to be on used tires, but not for long. We will have a halfway break in about 8 laps or so to try to get these guys to come down pit road. Or they could just run out of fuel and deal with it. The shame. So here we go, the field shifts into gear. John R will lead him into the Geico restart zone.
Green flag, green flag.
We're back underway. See how well these two can get hooked up. The 29 car is going to try to spoil the party. Gets the outside of the 17 car. And Nick Fountain isn't quite going to be able to clear him. The 12 car gets the outside of the 05. See what Aaron Douglas can do on John Arndt. As they come thundering down the backstretch, the 12 car pulls ahead of the 05. The Castro Ford Mustang is going to be able to lead a lap. They continue to work on the 05 car. Here's the 17, trying to help his teammate. Change It Racing, we're working the outside of the 05. Down the back straight, they're hooked up. The 17 is going to go to the inside. Thought about making it 3 wide into the corner. They want that smoke. And 17 car is going to be to the outside of the 05 now. Car breakaway at the moment. Looks like the 05 is going to be able to clear the 12 off the corner. A good strong run off the inside of the racing surface. See if Aaron can mount a comeback on the 05 car. Two Mirror Toyota racing cars, nose to tail in 4th and 5th. Behind two Change It racing cars. A little bit of 3 wide action here with Austin Yoko, Vanessa Johnson, and Brad Smith. Gunderson did not have a good restart. He's falling even further back. Looks like there might be damage to his left side.
That's car contact.
He was racing in this group, and I don't really see anyone with damage that would match. Austin Yoakum's still hanging on to the 10th spot.
Report for correct.
Well, John Hart continues to lead. Due to our little rocky start to the race, we'll wait a couple laps before we throw the halfway brake yellow. Justin Franklin working on the 83 car. Just doesn't quite have the momentum that they need on the outside. And Austin Yoakum doesn't quite have the power to move anywhere closer up the field from 10th spot. He's moved up here and then just kind of stayed stagnant. Some 3 wide action right here. Miguel Reyes trying to go up the middle. Split the 83 and the 26 car, and it looks like he'll be able to do that, no problem. Still John Arndt all by himself up front, almost a second lead over Aaron Douglas. See some teammates battling for position, working for 8th spot. So John Art will complete lap.
Yellow flag is out.
Halfway. I think it's the third. So John Arndt will lead. Pit road should be open once they get situated. Not exactly this time, but perhaps next time. Field is so strung out. I'm sure some guys in the field are desperately hoping for some new tires. I don't think they're going to come down. Stay high. That's their fault. And they pit at the end of the race then. So Scott Vickers is going to get waved around back to the lead lap. It will take one to green this time. It's another opportunity for Aaron Douglas to go after the 05 car. infield energizes, and we're back underway. Chris Davis immediately goes to the outside of the 92 car. The 12 didn't get that good of a jump this time. And Chris Davis has good position on the 92 car. Looks like Aaron Douglas was able to get to the quarter panel of the 05. Trying to force that 12 car around the driver who's led most of the race. Jeff Cannon gets into third place. They're 4 wide. The 29 car is coming to pits. They're going to pit right now instead of getting on the caution. Aaron Douglas almost has the 05 cleared off of turn 2. No help behind them for either car. And he's going to have the 05 cleared, it looks like. John Arndt pushes it down into turn 3. Jack Wood peels off. Aaron is still working on John through 1 and 2. Seems like the 12 car fires off for the first lap or two, then the 05 reels him back in. But certainly down the back straight, the 12 car's got a lot more momentum. 05 should be coming down pit road this time, it looks like, I would say. And he is. No, he just got it. Just used the bottom. No, here it comes. All right. Yeah. Good group of cars right here with Reyes, Fowler, Johnson, and Scott. Big group of cars should be coming down this time. Jeff Cannon peels off. Might hurt him on time a little bit, but he's going to lead a lap. John Art's down in the way. So the next large group of cars going on pit road turns the lead over to Adam Douglas. So Aaron Douglas did not get off the pit road too well. Behind quite a bit of cars. He's one of the better pit crews too. So more pit troubles this week. Could have been avoided if they pitted alone under caution, but can't lead a horse to water and make him drink. So now Adam Douglas is coming up pit road, and it looks like the 29 car might be the leader when we get this completely cycled around. The 6 car's got a problem. Very much off the pace. I don't know if they got a tire down or if they're out of field. Looks like the 83 car is in trouble as well.
See if they can make it to pit road.
Cody Erickson missed the pit road. As these cars just barely limp to pit road.
That's right.
Yellow, yellow, yellow.
Yellow comes out for the stop car on the front stretch. Ran out of fuel.
So that leaves Scott Vickers as the leader, and he is likely going to be the only car on the lead lap. So Scott Vickers is going to use the caution to come down pit road and fix his crash damage. Interesting turn of events. The 17 car might be the leader here. We'll see how it updates when everything comes back around. We will hold off the green to wave around the field though.
Hang on, we're not going green.
So Nick Fountain is going to be your leader. Looks like the 05 car will be in fourth. So Nick Fountain and Anissa Johnson will be in the first row on this restart, and they'll be followed by Chris Davis and John Arndt. And then row 3 has Kyle Fowler and Scott Vickers, followed by Cody Erickson and Justin Franklin. And then Anissa Johnson and the 8 car of Carson Scott. And then behind these two are all the wave rounds, led by the 17 car. So the pace car's off, and we'll head towards the guide car restart zone. And now we're back underway. 18 laps of racing left. Oh, there's a big crash. One car up on its side, it's the 51 car, and the 52 has also crashed to heavy damage. Looks like the 12 car might be involved as well. That was the 20 car. Yeah, heavy damage to the 51. Get another look at this. There we go. So yeah, so the 28 car JJ Yaley just hooks the 51 to James Davison and JJ's teammate Mike Wallace into the wall. 51 car gets on its side. See the 9 car with damage. We saw the 52 spin. Off of contact with the 43. The back marker pileup. Kyle Fowler comes down pit road again. Pitted 2 times under the last caution. We didn't get too far into this restart. The 29 car will still lead the 84 and then the 05. And then the 54 of Chris Davis in the second row outside. Going to be extensive repairs to these cars. Alfred Dunn just gets tires and goes back out. So late in the race and those cars are down on power, it doesn't really make sense to repair them, so. the guys that are one lap down to make sure that they have a fair and equal shot. So Justin Franklin, Carson Scott, and Rick Johnson. We'll get the call.
Green flag, green flag.
So here we go, we're racing again. See if we can get a cleaner restart this time. Field clears 1 and 2. Looks like Nick Fountain still got the lead down the back straight. Saw some cars pull off into pit road. Those cars with damage from the earlier incident. As Nick Fountain pulls away. What a show of strength of the 29 car. He didn't have the speed earlier, but he certainly got it now. See Miguel Reyes working on the 56 of Scott Vickers for 4th place. John Hart's kind of faded now that he's back in traffic. He doesn't quite have the same speed as he did when he was out in clean air. It's unfortunate for the 05 car. Scott Vickers is trying to make a good run out of what seemed like nothing earlier. Made up his laps after contact very early in the race, and now here he is trying to work on a top 5 spot. It's a really good recovery out of 6 camp. Aaron's trying to get his 12 car around the 4 and the 24. Austin Yoakum's been hanging in the top 10 all day, but if the 12 car finds a way around him, that'll kick the 4 out of the top 10. Aaron's going to try the outside. Bringing his brother along. Both trying to push the 24 car out of position. Try to get both of these cars in one lap. Continue to work together. Move up towards the front. Put them both at the end of the top 10. So their next target, if they can even catch up to them, would be the 05 and the 92. Weird Toyota Racing having a really good run so far with between the 92 and the 29. Jeff Cannon's point lead is going to be really safe leaving the racetrack today. John Arndt is 4th in points, but he's 105 points behind Jeff Cannon. Jeff's had a really strong start to the season. And then Brad Smith. Brad Smith is 6th on track currently, so his lead will actually stay pretty close to John Arndt, but the two of them over 3rd place, Austin Yoakum is going to grow, and John Arndt is 4th. Adam Douglas is 5th in points. He's 116 points behind the leader. Bailey Curry passes Alfred Dunn, who's currently scored is out of the race. So 6 laps to go for Nick Fountain. Fountain has 19 points. Has one top 5 on the season so far, but just hasn't quite had the luck in the other 3 races. Let's get a look at 2nd place, Chris Davis. 3rd place is Anissa Johnson. Then Miguel Reyes is in 4th. 5 laps to go. Very strong group of cars here. John Arndt's kind of losing the draft on them. So weird to see that late in the race, the 05 car just doesn't have the same pace that it did for most of the race. The 17 goes to try to pass his teammate. really settled down now. Jeff Cannon's now past the two-car Brad Smith. That's kind of important. It's the first time Jeff Cannon is racing in FARCA, and it looks like he is taking command so far, racing against veterans for points. Nick Fountain is checked out. There are 2 laps to go for him in a race that started with contact between teammates, retaliation, through to a lot of teams having to work together to make it up towards the field. Pit stops at the worst time. Nick Fountain was the first to come down, and he's going to use that strategy to propel himself to a 2.4 second lead at the moment, into a possible race win if he can just hold on for another lap. See his teammate Jeff Cannon is working on the 5. Meanwhile, John Arndt's going to be under fire from the 17. The 5 car must have a problem. It's definitely off pace, it looks like. So a car that dominated the day is going to end up in the 9th position. Just really no juice towards the end of the race, but coming through turn number 4, it's Nick Fountain in the 29 Ghost Energy Toyota Supra. He is going to win at Auto Club Speedway in round number 5 of the Valvoline Pro Series. Yeah, the L5 car's coming down pit road now. Definitely an issue for John Arndt. So that is going to be a heartbreak for them. They led most of the race, and an issue is going to force them to come down pit road in the last second. It's going to relegate him to an 18th place finish, not what they're looking for at all. See that Zaxby's Chevrolet is used up. Back to results. Ennis Johnson finished 3rd, Jeff Cannon 4th, Miguel Reyes finishes out the top 5. Good for his reckless racing Chevy Camaro. And then Brad Smith finishes 6th. Scott Vickers 7th. Adam and Aaron Douglas 8th and 9th. And then Austin Yoakum finishes 10th. Spot that he had ran for most of the race. Couldn't really go any higher than 10th or any lower than 10th. So it's just a good opportunity to manage for Austin Yoakum out of the iReal Motorsports stable. And that will do it for Auto Club Speedway for the time being. We'll come back later with the Premier Series. Thank you everybody for tuning in.